The money you believe is safely locked away in your 401k or IRA might be sitting on a government spreadsheet, earmarked for a bailout you never saw coming. This isn't a distant fantasy. It's a plan that was put on paper years ago, waiting for the right crisis to be unleashed. The fuse was lit during the 2008 financial meltdown, and the clock is now ticking toward a specific year when everything could change. The real story began in the fiery collapse of 2008. As markets spiraled and the public's trust evaporated, radical ideas began to surface in Washington, D.C. One proposal, put forth by economist Teresa Guillagucci, was presented as a way to fix the broken retirement system. It sounded simple: replace volatile 401ks with something called guaranteed retirement accounts. But when you peel back the layers of this so-called solution, you find something far more disturbing. This is where the plan gets truly sinister. The proposal called for a mandatory system where every worker would be forced to contribute a percentage of their income into a government-managed fund. Even more shocking, it suggested that existing 401k and IRA balances could be forcibly converted into these new accounts. The catch: your money would be primarily invested in low-yield government bonds, effectively capping your potential gains while giving the government a direct line to trillions of dollars in private wealth. You'd lose control over your investments, all in the name of security. To understand how this could happen, we only need to look at what happened to pensions. The narrative that the government simply stole pensions in 2008 isn't quite right, but the reality is just as alarming. When the market crash decimated private pension funds, a federal agency called the PBGC stepped in to take them over. While this prevented a total wipeout for many, retirees often saw their promised benefits slashed significantly. That event created a blueprint of precedent showing that during a national emergency, private retirement assets can be absorbed under federal control. Now, a date is looming that has experts deeply concerned: 2026. This isn't a random year. It's when the massive Tax Cuts and Jobs Act is set to expire, forcing Congress into a brutal fight over the nation's finances. With national debt soaring and Social Security on a path to insolvency, politicians will be desperate for a solution. This creates the perfect political storm: an opportunity to slip a radical idea like the nationalization of retirement accounts into a must-pass bill, disguised as a necessary fix. While the exact 2008 proposal isn't currently on the floor of Congress, the underlying concept is more alive than ever. Think tanks and economists are openly discussing unconventional ways to handle the country's fiscal crisis. The temptation to tap into the $35 trillion sitting in private retirement accounts is becoming overwhelming. The architects of these plans won't call it a seizure. They'll call it stabilization, reform, or guaranteed security, using comforting language to mask a massive transfer of wealth and control. The ultimate danger may not be a single law that confiscates everything overnight. It's more likely to be a slow, creeping takeover through regulations. Imagine new rules that dictate what your 401k must be invested in, or tax laws so punitive they force you into government-approved funds. It's the strategy of boiling a frog, a gradual erosion of your financial freedom that you won to notice until it is far too late. The idea was born in the chaos of 2008. The pension crisis proved it was possible, and the 2026 fiscal cliff provides the perfect opportunity. The threat to your retirement isn't a cartoon villain. It's a quiet, bureaucratic plan waiting for its moment to strike. Is your retirement plan truly yours? Or is it just a future loan to a government on the brink? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to stay ahead of the hidden threats to your wealth, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more crucial updates.